After losing to Alexander Usyk via unanimous decision in their heavyweight world title rematch, Tyson Fury claimed he was robbed, but he even went so far as to obtain an audio recording to support his claims. Agree with the ruling, but I didn't understand how one judge could only grant him one round, excluding round 6 and beyond, while the other two gave him each of the rounds according to info from a reliable source. I have no idea what the fight was over. Although there isn't concrete proof, there have been doubts about whether the audio recording was artificial intelligence, AI, generated or real. The tape included a conversation between Alexander Usyk and two of the judges, with Alex Cook mediating and discussing certain things that appeared to be moves made in Alexander Usyk's favor. Weeks serve to emphasize that there is still a good chance that the conversation actually took place. Alex Cook was the driving force behind the conversation, arranging for Usyk and the judges to meet after he complained in an interview about the unfair treatment and double standards of the Ukrainian. I thought it was over, because if I'm being honest, that's what I'm going to get if I go through 3 rounds of BOS fight front, so the judges' meeting was to talk about this. As if the controversy surrounding the judges wasn't enough, during Friday's rules meeting, Fury's team sought clarification that any punches landed below the navel would be considered low blows regardless of where the fighter's shorts and protective cup are positioned. The other controversial points included Fury's full beard length, the position of the shorts, and us kissing across in the corner. Fury won't be required to shave it off, according to Cook. A significant problem with the beard, or was that simply the outcome of the fight isn't affected by mind games, it's merely a formality. Whether we follow the rules or not, misunderstanding led to mayhem in Rockall last August when Daniel Du's 5th round body punch was deemed a low blow. Although Usyk's shorts were high, the ringside officials' lack of prior clarity or specific warnings regarding unlawful punches in their dressing rooms meant that dispute lingered long after their world championship title fight. This time, clarity plays a major role in Friday's weigh-ins. Cook, Alexander Usyk's promoter, told Boxing News that although Usyk doesn't care about his beard, his team does, as we must all follow the rules. We'll work it out with the commission. I can assume he won't shave it, but there's something missing. Possibly they want to assist Tyson in some way, but it's risky because the rules state that you must shave your beard. Say that the beard needs to be trimmed to reduce its volume. He also compared the Commission's refusal to allow us to kiss the Christian crucifix to Queensberry's refusal to allow someone to attend Friday prayer in Saudi Arabia, calling it a foolish request. Although previous reports suggested that it would not be allowed, he was clear that one person was acting unfairly. This week, when organizing the judges to be accepted for fight night, we made it clear that this is option 1 and option 2. We are not favoring any particular judge, rather, we are favoring adherence to the rules in our agreement. If the WBC does not follow its own rules, I will speak with the president to find out their stance. The punch is something that every organization has, but it doesn't. You must explain the Bears' particular perspective. Because of this, you cannot claim that he defeated Fury via split decision in May to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis, the Ukrainian, kept his World Boxing Association and World Boxing Council titles on Saturday night after 3 judges scored the bout in his favor, 116 to 112. Before meeting Usyk, Fury was undefeated in 35 professional bouts, and he was hailed as though he had prevailed in the final. Bell appeared astounded as the results were announced, according to a report from Sky Sports. As he headed back to the dressing room, Fury told some reporters his first thoughts. "Rob there, I swear to God I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds. I bossed the fight on the front foot all night. I was quite confident I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry's down. However, I've since gone back to the dressing room. There isn't much I can do about it now that I have 2 losses on my record. I can just fight my way out and try my hardest." But speaking at a press conference less than an hour after the fight, Fury made more measured remarks but insisted the outcome was unfair, citing the viewpoint of his promoter Frank Warren to support his claims. "Many others gave me at least 2 rounds up, but Frank gave me 3 or 4. Fury responded, "I'm not going to cry. Over milk that has spilled. I've boxed my entire life, and while there is nothing you can do to change the outcome, I will always feel unfairly treated because you can't guarantee a victory when you don't get knocked out." Speaking in the ring immediately after the battle, Warren continued, "How come Tyson only got 4 rounds in this fight? It's impossible to say that Usyk wins. I believe I won both fights, I'm positive I won this one. I also believe that Usyk received a Christmas present. He's very disappointed, as am I, and everyone in the front of the ring thought it was all the same. Did you only give him 4 rounds out of 8? I don't understand it. Even boxing fans have blasted the judges after Tyson Fury lost to Alexander Usyk in their desperate rematch on Saturday night. Fury had entered the clash hoping to exact revenge on his rival after losing their first showdown back in the beginning May, but despite the fact that there didn't seem to be anything between the two guys, Usyk won by unanimous decision. As the outcome was announced, Fury was clearly disgusted and decided to exit the ring without rendering a decision. Social media boxing fans have attacked the three, with many believing that Fury was unlucky to lose, after boxing promoter Frank Warren was critical of the judges for their scorecards. Recently, Tyson Fury has been really horrible. Robbery. That was 116. I know there was an AI experiment tonight, but do you think it may be a possibility? What was the score? 112 to Usyk were the words of one user, a young man. 11. There was a second opinion that the bout was robbed, while a third said that Fury had been robbed and that Usyk had not won by that margin. Another said, Tyson Fury deserved it. That's terrible. The third judge said that Fury had been robbed, the sixth said that Fury had won that draw at best, and the fifth said that Usyk had won by 4 rounds. I believe Tyson Fury had won that boxing battle, but he was robbed by a round or 2, but with Fury opting out of the ring, Warren was compelled to respond to inquiries regarding his opponent. The boxing promoter also chastised the judges for being perplexed by their scorecards and their choice to award Usyk the victory judgment going forward after reviewing that indeed, if the World Boxing Council had been initially fair to Alexander Usyk, there might not have been a need for any discussions with the organization. After their undisputed World Heavyweight Championship title in May, for example, judges the crucifix had caused a great deal of chaos. However, after a thorough analysis of the situation, Alexander Usyk was eventually vindicated. However, after the cat methodically strangled Fury's hopes for undisputed, almost putting the 6 feet 9 inches in behemoth on the canvas to win the fight via split decision, a video of the undefeated Ukrainian from the fight went viral online, with many accusing Usyk of using an inhaler illegally in between rounds to cheat music. Social media rumors that might have damaged Usyk's accomplishment revealed after the 7th round, Usyk was sitting in his corner when one of his cornermen abruptly held an object in front of his face, causing a lot of controversy because it's unclear from the camera angle what the object was, and Usyk leaned in, seemingly inhaling its contents. The general public's initial perception of the fight appeared to depict Usyk speaking in his corner following the conclusion of the 7th round, despite the doubters and detractors stated right away that it was an inhaler, which is against the law and might have disqualified the Ukrainian champion. Fortunately, more astute people saw through this and slowed down the video to reveal Usyk kissing his cross. It may sound absurd, but this kind of behavior is what starts stories. Additionally, according to a post by MMA journalist Kristina Sarava of Europop, the item in question was a crucifix brace for impact rather than an inhaler. Usyk, a devout man, attempted to use God's grace to strengthen himself throughout the battle by kissing the crucifix. Robbery Sova as well pointed out what the cornerman said to Usyk before he kissed the crucifix, "You want the crucifix?" Usyk replied, and the controversy began. In actuality, Usyk and Fury's partnership made history, which is extremely difficult to do in the current 4-belt era of boxing. Despite receiving the greatest honor, Usyk remained humble, making him the greatest champion. Unfortunately, Tyson Fury and his supporters have been trying to take this away from him. In a brief response to Tyson Fury and those trying to steal his victory, as it is often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, he claimed to have posted a picture of a moment during the undisputed heavyweight title fight in which he delivered Tyson Fury a devastating blow that instantly wrinkled his face like someone who has lived for centuries, sending Fury a cryptic message as a reminder of the dirty experience he had with him in the ring. Even though he did not include a caption, everyone understood the message Alexander Usyk was trying to convey to his audience.